everyone, welcome to the Tech Grinder podcast, where we are breaking new ground and pushing past the status quo when it comes to the startup ecosystem. But before we get started, the podcast has been created for entertainment and educational purposes only, and nothing in the content should be taken as investment advice. To see the full disclaimer, go to www.techgrinder.com. That's www.techgrinder.com. So let's get started, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Okay, so let's get into it. We are definitely living in some interesting times. With the layoffs in the tech sector, it seems appropriate to ask the question, what is the new normal when it comes to the grind? What is the future of work going to look like? Will most people of working age have to work a job and be an entrepreneur at the same time? Will there be a rise in the side hustle? Will there be more startups? We can go on. There are so many questions to ask, but the one thing that seems obvious is that it is going to be a grind. And since so much of the business world is reliant, working on computers, and working online, it would again simply seem obvious that it is going to be a tech grind. TechGrinder.com and the Tech Grinder podcast was created from the realization that our everyday lives are a tech grind, and it was obvious to us at the time that it was going to get more intense. Even though the tech world is in a downturn, technology is still evolving and the world of tech is still marching on. This year, the noise seems to be around generative artificial intelligence, and last year it was crypto and NFTs. But the reality is, even though generative AI and blockchain technology seem like they are in very different places today, it would appear that both of these technologies are not going away anytime soon. But for the everyday person that is just trying to make a living and keep a roof over their head, what does it all mean? This is why we are asking the question, the future of the grind, what will it be? As we head into the future of technology, it really feels like a pivotal time period. And we have to sit back, take a breath, and ask ourselves, what is the current state of technology in our lives? Is it overwhelming? And is it going to get more intense? The real question might be, is the world of technology taking us for a walk, or are we as human beings taking technology for a walk? Are we as human beings going to be walked like a dog by technology, or are we going to be the ones taking technology for a walk? It all sounds a bit fun, but also a bit intimidating. It is definitely going to be interesting, but we come from a place where we want to see humanity as the big winner when it comes to technology, not just a select few who become extremely wealthy. As we head into the future, we feel one of the biggest problems we have to solve as human beings is to find a way for businesses of all sizes to thrive, from the smallest solopreneurs, micro enterprises, and small businesses all the way up. This is the ultimate glass half full mindset when it comes to business. If businesses are thriving, it can only be a positive thing. When businesses are in distress, the tables are turned. This can have a very negative impact on the economy. Many technology companies in the world, their business model is based on individuals, micro enterprises, and small businesses doing well and thriving. But you do not hear much talk about this in a world that seems to be shouting customer success. But it would seem obvious that this is definitely one of the biggest problems facing humanity. Businesses of all sizes need to thrive to create jobs. Logically, as we head into the future, businesses have to thrive so there will be an abundance of jobs. But does it feel like we are headed in that direction? So how do we solve this problem? How do we look to the future and think about creating products and services that help businesses to thrive? In today's world, paid advertising is the most common way for businesses to get known. But a lot of businesses really do not have the resources to use this kind of model. It kind of leaves a massive amount of businesses just kind of treading water. So if paid advertising is still the model of the 21st century, it might seem to be a good time to ask the question, is this model of paid advertising broken and not serving humanity the way it should? Could we create technology that could help these companies who are treading water get known and thrive? You might be thinking, well, that sounds like social media. But is social media working anymore? And what happened there? So let's step back a bit and go back to discussing businesses thriving. Think about all the amazing things that can happen when businesses are thriving. They have the funds to hire employees and buy products and services, which has a massive snowball effect on the economy. And you know what? If they do really well, they might even have funds to pay for advertising. This is why we feel it is so important to discuss this problem and to make the case for how important solving this problem could be. As we head toward the end of this episode, let us take 2 steps back to the grind. The grind and the tech grind can be fun, but sometimes we know it can become overwhelming. I guess we are just imagining a world with a work-life balance and are concerned where the world is heading in relation to this. We hope you like this episode titled The Future of the Grind. What will it be? Until next time, thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Tech Grinder podcast. If you'd like to continue the conversation, you can find us on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time.